having a good day so far. So today we are going to be going over how to create a, I guess you could say, no makeup look, you know, because like sometimes you wake up, you know, you get ready for work, get ready to go, you know, out for the day, run errands or whatever, and you're like, okay, I do want to put on makeup, but at the same time it's like I just don't feel like doing all the extra. So or at least I feel that way sometimes. So today we are actually going to be working on perfecting a nice natural, I guess you could say, no makeup look, or either a look that is like for minimalist, something that's going to be like a natural, clean, nice, radiant glow. I'm going to go in with my Milk hydroGrip primer. So what we're going to do, massage it in to lock in your skincare, and also to go ahead and lay that canvas for your foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier, the Translucent Medium Deep Finishing Powder, and I am just going to tap a little bit onto my skin so we can go ahead and lay this nice little base. And this, for me, acts as an extra barrier of protection to help control my oil a little bit. And it kind of like just evens everything out. So now I'm going to go in with the Dolce & Gabbana matte foundation. This one is actually a really good foundation. Like, she actually took me by surprise because her name is Golden Honey. And I was like, yeah, I know. But comparing to the other ones, the other Dolce foundations that I was seeing, I was like, oh, she's kind of red. Like, she's pretty cool. Now, a lot of people, they feel as though, oh, I don't want to wear powder foundation because I have oily skin, I'm going to look really cakey. That is not the case, okay? Be very careful with that. That is not the case. I find that when I use the powder underneath, the translucent setting powder, not a foundation, setting powder, underneath my foundation, it does help control the oil. I'm going to use the Bare Pro Concealer in number 14. I think this is Deep Dark Neutral. I'm going to use it underneath my eye, directly closest to my waterline. That's going to act as like a nice little color corrector, okay? It's going to kind of just like even everything out. I'm only just doing just a little bit, okay? So I'm going to use my buffer brush to kind of buff that in. See how it kind of just like evens everything out a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with my BareSkin concealer from Bare Minerals. This one is dark to deep. This is going to act as like a little bit of a highlight for me. So I'm going to use Beauty Blender just to kind of blend her out a little bit, because we don't want to have too much going on underneath this little eye area right here. The BareSkin concealer, one thing I love about it, it is a hydrating concealer and it has a little bit of a hydrating humectant built inside of her. So she is not going to dry out the under eye area. You want to be very, very careful when it comes down to using concealers underneath the eye area, because most of us have like fine lines underneath, you know, your concealer has a tendency of creasing and things of that nature. That's why I always put an eye cream on underneath my concealer. The BareSkin concealer, again, it has a hydrating humectant built inside of her. So that is really good for someone that has that extremely dry under eye area. I feel like a lot of us do. And that's why we have trouble with keeping a concealer on, because she dry, girl. So we're gonna blend her out. Okay, so now that we have the concealer, we have the eyebrows, we're gonna go in with the rest of the complexion enhancers, okay? So the complexion enhancers are like blush, bronzers, highlighters, and then you're going into like lipsticks, eyeshadows, and things of that nature. Y'all know my favorite bronzer of all time is gonna be the Bobbi Brown bronzer in the shade Deep number 4. I'm just gonna tap, tap, tap. And when I'm applying my bronzer, I don't like it to be concentrated in one area. I want it to be soft and add that extra little bit of warmth to my skin, okay? So I'm just blending, and I'm pushing my bronzer forward to my face, okay? To the center of my face. It's just adding that extra warmth that we're looking for, okay? So next I'm gonna take my beautiful finish brush. I'm gonna pair it with my Black Radiance, the Soft Focus Finishing Powder. And I'm just gonna press her into here. And I'm gonna dust away that excess powder that's underneath that eye area, okay? She is a really brown girl friendly blush. I freaking love this blush on me. She is so nice. So I'm gonna take my face and cheek brush, and this is a Bare Mineral brush, and I'm gonna go right on the apple of my cheek. This brush sits perfectly in the curve here. You see that? So I'm gonna go right here and just go up my cheekbone, because y'all know I love me some cheekbones, okay? Okay, so now we're doing eyes. I'm gonna take my Morphe eyeshadow primer, this one here. I know there are a lot of people out there that use concealer as an eyeshadow primer. Me, girl, my oily lid is so damn oily. You can sit up here and wipe your finger across it, girl, and it'll quench your thirst. Whatever sweat is on that finger will quench your thirst. Girl, my eyelids are like super freaking oily. And I need something that's gonna suppress the oil that's on my eyelid. So I just kind of press her, because there's no color. I press her all over my lid from the lash line all the way underneath my brow. So anytime I get ready to do like a no makeup look, I can't figure out what it is I'm gonna wear, I always grab my Warrior palette. The Warrior palette never lets me down, period. She is a nice combination of brown girl friendly colors. I freaking love her. And as you can see, I already hit pan on this color here. I freaking love this palette. I'm gonna go into Kano, this one right here. I'm just gonna blend her on both eyes all over. And I'm using an actual blending brush. Bulbous eyeshadow blending brush. This is the M504 brush. Then I'm gonna take just a flat eyeshadow lid brush, and I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go into Morphe, which is this one right here, and I'm just gonna apply her all over my lid, and then I'm gonna go up just a little bit. Well, gotta switch to the ink liner. Okay, so this is an NYX. Hey, for mascara, I'm gonna be using the Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara. She is literally a mineral-based mascara. It's basically healthy dirt in the shade black. That's what it is. It's very lightweight. It has a 360-degree bristle that allows you to actually cover each and every eyelash that you have and give you mega volume. And in my opinion, because I don't have a whole lot of eyelashes, I feel like this mascara gives me length. Okay, so now that we have the eyes done, I use my Beauty by Lynn eyelashes. These are actually the Amy, which are called the handstand lashes. They're very soft. They're very natural. It's going to give you like that natural soft focus finish. So we're going to go in with highlighter. So the highlighter that I'm going to use is actually going to be the MAC Whisper of Guilt. This was, I think, the 2018 collection. The Whisper of Guilt is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and she is very, very, very pretty. So I'm gonna take my Morphe spray. Love, love, love Morphe. Oh, love. Y'all have got to check this out. I'm telling you, like, she is, I love that continuous spray. Like, it is freaking amazing. Oh, I can't get enough of it, honey child. So I'm gonna take the Skin Finish, my highlighter brush, and I'm just gonna tap, just kind of swirl the tip of the brush into, and we are going to just gently add the highlighter, just a little bit. Right on top of the cheekbone and no further. Literally on top of that cheekbone, honey. She is gorgeous. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's gorgeous. So for lips, I'm gonna do my chestnut liner. This is one of my favorite liners from MAC. She's very brown girl friendly. And I'm just gonna line my lips like so. So for the lip today, I'm going to be using the NARS, what the fuck is this? So for the lip today, after the liner, I'm going to be using the NARS lipCover in the shade Overheated. I don't know if they make this shade anymore. I cracked myself up, but whatever. So I'm just going to put her in the middle of where I lined my lips, okay? And I think she's like a semi-matte finish, but I do like her because she's like that nice rosy nude, and she blends very, very, very well with this lip liner, okay? And then I'm gonna put on top the Huda Beauty lip gloss color. This is the shade Shameless. I honestly don't think they make this anymore either, because I want to add a little shine to this, okay? Ooh, look at that. Oh, she is gorgeous. Oh. I always forget some of these things that I buy, and they just look amazing. Oh yeah. And I did overdraw my lip a little bit, trying something different. Oh, I forgot how gorgeous she is. I remember I bought this when we were in Las Vegas a couple years back, and I used her so much, and then like all these other lip colors started coming out from these other indie brands, and I was like, oh, I gotta have it. But she looks gorgeous. Full plump lips. Okay, this is the complete look today. Thank y'all so much for staying with me. I tried to like make it as simple as possible, because I know sometimes it can be very, very, very complicated and difficult when watching influencers and other YouTubers like do certain makeup techniques. And so I hope my tips and tricks was able to help you today. I'm gonna go and run some errands. So remember, a little bit goes a very long way. If you don't take anything from this video today, a little bit goes a very long way. This is what my interpretation of no makeup look means to me. I always focus on skincare first, and I always like to tell people, flawless makeup starts with flawless skin. Beautiful makeup starts with beautiful skin. I always tell people that. And I do have like a really anal skincare routine, because less is always more. Your product lasts longer, it sits better on the skin. You good, girl. You don't need all that. We're melanin queens, so you good, girl. But anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really had fun with this one. If y'all have any other ideas or any other content that y'all want me to start creating and doing for y'all, whatever kind of tip or technique or whatever you have questions with, problems or concerns, anything, just drop them in the comments below. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and make sure you go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and also watch this next video, okay? Because I got some good things coming, and this video here is going to be pretty good. All right, thank y'all.